Good morning to one and all. In today's lecture on the topic aromatic carboxylic acids and sulfonic acids. Friends, in my previous lecture we have studied the topic organic synthesis via enolates. Now today we are going to study the chapter aromatic carboxylic acids and aromatic sulfonic acids. The points that are to be covered in this topic are the chapter is divided into two sections. First section is aromatic carboxylic acids and section B, that is aromatic sulfonic acids. Now today we are going to study the first section of this topic, that is the aromatic carboxylic acids, and in this section the points that are to be covered are introduction and classification of aromatic carboxylic acids, synthesis and chemical reactions of some aromatic carboxylic acids, that are benzoic acid, anthranilic acid, salicylic acid and phthalic acid. Now first of all, see the introduction of aromatic carboxylic acids. Here we have to know the definition of aromatic carboxylic acids. So aromatic carboxylic acids are the compounds in which one or more carboxyl groups are attached directly to the aromatic ring. Means here the carboxyl group is directly attached to aromatic room, or that is the aromatic nucleus, and such compounds are known as aromatic carboxylic acids. Now let us see some examples, that is here benzoic acid, salicylic acid, anthranilic acid, phthalic acid, orthotolic acid, metanitrobenzoic acid, etc. These are the examples of aromatic carboxylic acids where the carboxyl group is directly attached to aromatic ring. Now let us see here the structure of benzoic acid. Now here the carboxyl group, it is directly attached to the benzene nucleus or the aromatic ring. Consider second example, that is the salicylic acid. Here also the carboxyl group is directly attached to this aromatic ring or benzene ring. So this orthohydroxybenzoic acid, that is the salicylic acid, it is also aromatic carboxylic acid. Now let us see the classification of aromatic carboxylic acids. Now aromatic carboxylic acids containing one or more carboxyl groups, they are of two types. First types means that are the aromatic carboxylic acids in which the carboxyl group is directly linked to benzene ring. So the examples we have already seen, that is benzoic acid, salicylic acid, anthranilic acid, phthalic acid, it is a dicarboxylic acid, orthotolic acid, metanitrobenzoic acid. So all these are the examples where the carboxyl group is directly attached to aromatic ring or benzene ring, and depending upon the number of carboxyl groups attached to aromatic ring or benzene ring, they are further classified like monocarboxylic acids, dicarboxylic acids, tricarboxylic acids, etc. Monocarboxylic acid means, mono means single, means there is only one carboxyl group that is directly attached to the aromatic ring. Example, you know, that is the benzoic acid. This dicarboxylic acid, where the two carboxyl groups are directly attached to aromatic ring. The example is phthalic acid, where the two carboxyl groups are directly attached to aromatic ring. This tricarboxylic acid, in this case the three carboxyl groups, they are directly attached to the benzene ring. the example, that is the 1 comma 2 comma 3, that is the benzene tricarboxylic acid, or that is the benzene 1 comma 2 comma 3 tricarboxylic acid. That is the example of this tricarboxylic acid. Now second type of, say here, aromatic carboxylic acids, where the carboxyl group is not directly attached to aromatic ring, but that is attached or linked to the side chain of aromatic ring, and these are also known as aryl substituted aliphatic acids, or they are also known as side chain aromatic acids. And their examples are here: phenylacetic acid, cinnamic acid, or beta phenyl propionic acid. Now let us see the structures of these two types of aromatic carboxylic acids. Now let us see here, there are some carboxylic acids, aromatic carboxylic acids, in which the carboxyl group is directly attached to benzene ring. That is, you know, here the structure of benzoic acid. Here the carboxyl group is directly attached to aromatic ring or benzene ring. Second example, salicylic acid. Here also the carboxyl group is directly attached to benzene ring. It is orthohydroxybenzoic acid. Next example is anthranilic acid. Here also the carboxyl group is directly attached to benzene ring. This is the orthoaminobenzoic acid. Next example, it is phthalic acid. Here the two carboxyl groups, that is this one COH and this COH, they are at ortho with each other. So it is 1 comma 2, that is dicarboxylic acid, and it is nothing but phthalic acid. So it is also known as benzene 1 comma 2 dicarboxylic acid. Next example, this is the orthotolic acid. Here carboxyl group is directly attached to benzene ring. This is metanitrobenzoic acid. Here also the carboxyl group is directly attached to aromatic ring or benzene ring, and nitro group is at meta position with respect to this carboxyl group. Now let's consider some structures of carboxylic acid or aromatic carboxylic acids, in which the carboxyl group is not directly linked to aromatic ring. The carboxyl group is linked to the side chain of benzene ring. Means here the side chain of this benzene ring. So here consider this is the carboxyl group and it is attached to this CH2, which is a side chain of this benzene ring. The name of this aromatic carboxylic acid, it is the phenyl acetic acid. Next example, it is the cinnamic acid. Here also carboxyl group is attached to the side chain of this benzene ring. Third example, here the carboxyl group that is attached to the side chain of this benzene ring, it is beta naphthyl propionic acid. Now see here the first aromatic carboxylic acid which is in our syllabus, that is the benzoic acid. So we have to study its preparation methods and some chemical properties or chemical reactions. Now let us see the preparations or preparation methods of this benzoic acid. First of all, this benzoic acid is prepared from phenyl cyanide, or that is known as the benzonitrile, by hydrolysis in presence of acid. So here consider this one is the phenyl cyanide. So this phenyl cyanide, when hydrolyzed in presence of acid, then this cyanide group that is hydrolyzed to this carboxyl group, and this ammonia is given out as a byproduct. So we have the product, this benzoic acid. So your description regarding this reaction, that will be when phenyl cyanide is hydrolyzed in presence of acid, then it gives benzoic acid along with ammonia as a byproduct. Now next method to prepare benzoic acid is from toluene. So using this toluene we can prepare benzoic acid by two ways. In the first way or in first method, you can prepare this benzoic acid from toluene by oxidation using this KMnO4 in acidic medium. So when this toluene is allowed to react with this potassium permanganate, then this toluene undergoes oxidation to form this benzoic acid. So here this CS3 group that will be oxidized to this carboxyl group COH, and we have the product benzoic acid. Now there is alternative method to prepare benzoic acid from toluene, and that is this one. Means here when toluene is allowed to react with chlorine in presence of UV light, then we have the intermediate product that is known as the benzotrichloride, and when this benzotrichloride is treated with aqueous sodium hydroxide, then it forms sodium benzoate. It is nothing but the sodium salt of benzoic acid, and this sodium benzoate on treatment with hydrochloric acid, that forms this benzoic acid. Means here the Cl from chlorine and the sodium, it is given out as sodium chloride, and we have the product benzoic acid. So this is the alternative method or second method to prepare benzoic acid from toluene. Now let us see the reactions or chemical properties of benzoic acid. First chemical property is the acyl halide formation or benzyl halide formation. So in this reaction, the benzoic acid is treated with phosphorus pentachloride or thionyl chloride to obtain benzyl chloride. Now see this reaction. So when this benzoic acid is treated with phosphorus pentachloride, then we have the product benzyl chloride. Side products are here phosphorus oxychloride and hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. So in this reaction, this OH group from this benzoic acid, that is replaced by the chlorine, and we have the product benzyl chloride. The same product is obtained when this benzoic acid is treated with thionyl chloride, that is SOCl2. So we have the same product, that is benzyl chloride, and side product is here sulfur dioxide and hydrochloric acid. Here also this OH group from benzoic acid is replaced by this chlorine. Now here the second chemical property of benzoic acid is the reduction. The reduction of benzoic acid forms the benzyl alcohol. So we can use lithium aluminum hydride, or we can use this boron trihydride in THF, means tetrahydrofuran, as a reducing agent, so that this carboxyl group of benzoic acid, that will be reduced to this CH2OH, that is the primary alcohol, and here product is benzyl alcohol. So here when benzoic acid is treated with lithium aluminum hydride in acidic medium, then it gives benzyl alcohol. Side products are aluminum hydroxide and lithium hydroxide. The same benzyl alcohol is obtained when this reducing agent, that is BS3 in THF, boron trihydride in tetrahydrofuran, is used. Now the next chemical property is the nitration. Nitration means that is the replacement of hydrogen atoms by nitro group. So when this benzoic acid is treated with the nitrating mixture, that is the mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, it is known as nitrating mixture, and the product is here meta-nitrobenzoic acid. As carboxyl group is electron repellent, it is meta directing group. So here the nitro group gets attached at this meta position. So we have the product meta-nitrobenzoic acid. Now second aromatic carboxylic acid that we have to study is anthranylic acid. It is also known as orthoamino benzoic acid. Now here, first of all, we have to study the preparation methods of anthranilic acid and then its chemical properties. Now let us see the preparation methods. Now the anthranilic acid that is prepared from phthalimide, but this phthalimide, it is prepared from this phthalic acid. I think we have prepared this phthalic anhydride in the practical of BSc first year. Now when this phthalic acid is heated, then it undergoes dehydration and forms this phthalic anhydride, means one OH and this H, that is given out as water molecule, and the intermediate product, that is a phthalic anhydride, and this phthalic anhydride on treatment with ammonia, that gives the phthalimide. This is the structure of phthalimide, and we have to use this phthalimide as a starting material to prepare the anthranilic acid. So the reaction is like this one. When this phthalimide is treated with aqueous sodium hydroxide, then that forms this, that is nothing but the amide here, sodium salt of that amide. It is an adduct or intermediate product, and this on treatment with NaOCl, that is sodium oxychloride. In the place of NaOCl, you can also use the NaOBr, that is sodium oxybromide. Now here we are using here NaOCl. Now when this intermediate is treated with sodium oxychloride, the sodium oxychloride is nothing but the chlorine in presence of the sodium hydroxide, that forms this sodium oxychloride, NaOCl, and this reaction is known as the Huffman reaction. Now in this reaction we have the product, means this amide group, that is reduced to amine, means this CO and O from this NaOCl, it is given out as carbon dioxide, and this remaining is NaCl. So we have this product, it is known as the sodium salt of anthranilic acid, and it is nothing but sodium anthranilate. And when this sodium anthranilate is treated with the hydrochloric acid HCl, then it forms this anthranilic acid, and side product is sodium chloride. In this reaction, this sodium from this sodium anthranilate and chlorine from this HCl, it is given out as HCl molecule, and this H gets attached to this COO group, and we have this carboxyl group. So this is orthoamino benzoic acid, which is known as the anthranilic acid, and this reaction is known as Huffman's degradation reaction, because here there is one carbon less in this particular product as compared to the number of carbon atoms in the reactant. So here let us see, here the product contains one carbon less than the original amide. Therefore this reaction is known as Huffman's degradation of amides. Now third reaction, that is the preparation of anthranilic acid from orthonitrotoluene. Now here also two different ways to prepare anthranilic acid from orthonitrotoluene. First is, in the first step here, or first method, orthonitrotoluene is treated with alcoholic solution of sodium hydroxide, so that we have the product this sodium anthranilate or sodium salt of anthranilic acid, and this sodium anthranilate on treatment with hydrochloric acid or HCl, that forms the anthranilic acid, and side product is here sodium chloride. So here is the second method to prepare anthranilic acid from the same reactant, that is orthonitrotoluene, and in this step this orthonitrotoluene is oxidized using potassium permanganate in acidic medium. So this CS3 group is oxidized to carboxyl group, and we have this orthonitrobenzoic acid. And this orthonitrobenzoic acid on selective reduction using this reducing agent, that is SN and concentrated HCl, that is tannous and concentrated hydrochloric acid, or iron and concentrated hydrochloric acid. So that reduces only this NO2 group to NH2 group, and side product is here 2 molecules of water. So we have the product anthranilic acid. So in this way we can prepare anthranilic acid from orthonitrotoluene by these two different methods. Now let us see the chemical properties or reactions of anthranilic acid. First chemical property is action of heat. It is also known as decarboxylation reaction. Now in this reaction the anthranilic acid is heated. This is the anthranilic acid, and when it is heated it undergoes decarboxylation, means this COO, it is given out as carbon dioxide molecule, and we have the product this, where the NH2 group is attached to benzene ring, and it is known as the aniline. So anthranilic acid on heating undergoes decarboxylation to form aniline. Now next chemical property, that is the action of nitrous acid on the anthranilic acid. Now in this reaction the anthranilic acid is treated with nitrous acid HNO2, or the sodium nitrite and sulfuric acid, that is nothing but the formation of this nitrous acid, that forms the benzene diazonium cation, and this reaction is known as the diazotization reaction. So when anthranilic acid is treated with nitrous acid, then it gives benzene diazonium cation. Here is the positive charge on this nitrogen, N triple bond N. So this product, it is known as benzene diazonium cation, and this benzene diazonium cation on acid hydrolysis, that forms the salicylic acid, that is orthohydroxybenzoic acid. So this is the product that is obtained by the acid hydrolysis of benzene diazonium cation. Now let us see the third chemical property of this anthranilic acid, that is the action of acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride. So here when anthranilic acid is heated with acetic anhydride, then that forms N-acetyl anthranilic acid. So in this reaction the CS3COO and one hydrogen from this NH2, it is given out as this acetic acid molecule, and remaining that COCS3 group, that directly gets attached to this NH, and that forms this product which is known as N-acetyl anthranilic acid. Same product, that is N-acetyl anthranilic acid, is obtained from the anthranilic acid using acetyl chloride instead of acetic anhydride. So in this second reaction the anthranilic acid is treated with acetyl chloride. This is the acetyl chloride, then that forms the N-acetyl anthranilic acid. Now in this reaction the chlorine from this acetyl chloride and one hydrogen from this NH2, it is given out as HCl molecule, and the remaining this COCS3 group, that gets attached to this NH, and that forms the product N-acetyl anthranilic acid. So in this way we can prepare N-anthranilic acid from anthranilic acid by the action of acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride on anthranilic acid. Now the third aromatic carboxylic acid in our syllabus, that is salicylic acid. It is also known as orthohydroxybenzoic acid. Now in this, say here, we have to study the preparation of this salicylic acid and then chemical properties of this salicylic acid. So first preparation method is coal-based reaction. So on large scale, means commercially, salicylic acid is prepared by heating sodium phenoxide. This is the sodium phenoxide and carbon dioxide at 125 degree centigrade temperature under pressure, and this particular reaction is known as coal-based reaction. So on large scale, the salicylic acid is obtained from sodium phenoxide. So sodium phenoxide is prepared from phenol. So first of all, phenol is treated with sodium hydroxide so that we get sodium phenoxide. So this is the structure of sodium phenoxide, and it is obtained by the action of sodium hydroxide on phenol by the loss of water molecule. And this sodium phenoxide on treatment with carbon dioxide at 125 degree centigrade temperature under 6 atmospheric pressure, we have the product sodium salicylate, or it is the sodium salt of salicylic acid. And this sodium salicylate on treatment with hydrochloric acid, that forms the product salicylic acid, and side product is here sodium chloride. So in this reaction, the sodium from this sodium salicylate and chlorine from this HCl, that is given out as HCl molecule, and this hydrogen and this CO group, that forms the carboxyl group. So this orthohydroxybenzoic acid, it is nothing but the salicylic acid. So this is the coal-based reaction. So thus in coal-based reaction, this sodium phenoxide on heating with carbon dioxide under pressure forms the salicylic acid, and this reaction is nothing but coal-based reaction. Now the next named reaction to prepare salicylic acid is Remer-Tiemann reaction. Now in this Remer-Tiemann reaction, the phenol is treated with carbon tetrachloride in basic medium, that is in presence of strong base sodium hydroxide. The temperature required is 60 degree centigrade and time approximately half an hour. So that we have the intermediate product here, means the hydrogen from this position, that is at ortho position, and one chlorine, that is given out as HCl molecule, and remaining CCl3 group that gets attached at this position. So we have this adduct or intermediate product, and this intermediate product on heating with water, that forms the salicylic acid, means the CCl3 group that is hydrolyzed to carboxyl group, and we have the product salicylic acid. Now let us see the reactions of salicylic acid or chemical properties of salicylic acid. First chemical property is bromination. Bromination means replacement of hydrogen atoms from aromatic ring by bromine atoms. So here the salicylic acid is treated with bromine water to form 2,4,6 tribromophenol. Here the carboxyl group, that is also replaced by the bromine atom. Now let us see the reaction. Now in this reaction, the salicylic acid, this is the structure of salicylic acid, and when the salicylic acid is treated with the bromine water, then here 3 molecules of bromine are required here. So the COH group, that is also replaced, means this COO, it is given out as carbon dioxide molecule, and the 3 hydrogens, one this hydrogen, other is from this position, and third one is from this position, means 2 from the ortho position and 1 from the para position, 3 hydrogens and 3 bromine, that is given out as 3 HBr molecule, and we have the product this 2 4 6, 2 4 and 6 tribromophenol. So this is the product of bromination of salicylic acid. Now the next chemical property, that is the nitration. So when the salicylic acid is heated with fuming nitric acid, then we have the product 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. It is also known as picric acid. So here also this COO group, that is given out as carbon dioxide molecule, and the 3 hydrogens, one from this H, other from this para position, and third from this ortho position, they are given out as, say here, water molecules, and the 3 NO2 groups, they takes the position of these 3 hydrogen atoms, and we have the product 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. It is the picric acid, and that is used to form the picrate derivative. Now next chemical property, that is nothing but the decarboxylation or reaction with soda lime, that is sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. It is known as soda lime. So when the salicylic acid is heated with soda lime, that is the sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide, then this salicylic acid undergoes decarboxylation, means carbon dioxide molecule is given out in the form of sodium carbonate, and we have the product phenol. Now the last chemical property of the salicylic acid is reaction with zinc. So this is the reduction reaction. Now in this reaction, this O, that is the oxygen from this OH group, that is taken up by this zinc, and it is given out as zinc oxide, and we have the product benzoic acid. So here salicylic acid on treatment with zinc dust, it forms the benzoic acid, and side product is the zinc oxide. So it is a reduction reaction. There is loss of oxygen from the salicylic acid, so it is reduction. Thank you for watching the complete video. In this chapter we have studied 3 carboxylic acids along with their preparation methods and chemical properties. Now in the next video we have to study the remaining 1 carboxylic acid, that is phthalic acid and aromatic sulfonic acids. So thank you once again for watching the complete video.